Hi my friend, how are you? Welcome to Joey's Tech. In this video of Joey's Tech, we are going to solve the friends pairing problem using dynamic programming. First of all, I want to thank you for all the love you are showering on my channel. A humble request to you is to hit the like button and provide your feedback in the comment section. Now let's check the problem statement of this friends pairing problem. The problem statement says that you have got n friends. Now n is a positive integer. The second statement that it makes is that each of your n friends can be paired up with the other friend or can remain single. One more statement that it makes is that you cannot pair up a friend more than once. That means if there are three friends A, B and C, and if you have paired up A and B, then you cannot pair up A and C. All you have to do is to find out the number of ways in which your friends can either remain single or be paired up. This is the final ask of the friends pairing problem. Now, suppose you have got three friends. So that means n is going to be 3. Now, in how many ways can they pair up or remain single? Solution to this problem lies in the Bell number recursive relation. Let me tell you that this is the third video in the Bell numbers problem series. If you haven't watched the previous two videos, I recommend that you pause this video, watch those two videos, come back and then watch it. I am providing the links to those videos in the description box. So this recursive relation states Sn comma k equals to k into Sn minus 1 comma k plus Sn minus 1 comma k minus 1, k equals to 1 comma 2. Now this particular recursive relation has been explained by me in video number 2 of the Bell numbers problem series, the link to which you can see up top. Now let's say if you have got two friends, that means n is equal to 2. Now the ways in which they can pair up or can remain single are 2. You can see A and B are single over here and A and B are paired up. So the total number of ways is 2. Now let's say if I add one more friend to A and B, then n becomes 3. So using that recursive relation which you just saw in the previous slide, how can we solve it? This C, the third friend, is going to be added as a single person to these existing partitions or these existing pairs. Alright, so if I add C as a single person to these existing partitions, then the number of ways become 2. See, C has been added as a single person to this particular partition. So we are getting A, B and C has been added as a single element or as a single person to this particular partition. So we are getting A and B together and C as a single person, and you can see that these two are satisfying our problem statement. All are single and one of them is single and two are paired up. Now we can determine these two ways using this component Fn minus 1. One more component by which we can determine the rest of the possible ways by which three friends can either pair up or remain single is if I add the third friend to either of these two partitions, not here but these two partitions. So that is going to give me these two ways. You can see I have paired up C with A. So I am getting this particular way, and this is also satisfying my problem statement. Now if I pair up C and B, I am going to get this way. So this also satisfies my problem statement. Now this particular component I can denote using n minus 1 multiplied by Fn minus 2. Now these two components are very much similar to the recursive relation. Now these two components are the exact components that you are going to find in the recursive relation I showed you in the previous slide. So if you have watched video number 2 in the Bell number series, then coming up with these two components won't be a problem for you. Now, the possible number of ways by which three friends can either remain single or be paired up is actually the addition of these two components, and we are going to see that in our framework. In fact, as you can see that I have already determined that there are 4 ways by which three friends can either pair up or remain single. So we are going to perform this calculation, or we are going to find out this solution for n equals to 4. That means there are 4 friends and we are going to find out in how many ways can they either be paired up or remain single. Before I move to my framework and I demonstrate this solution to you, if you are new to my channel, I want you to hit the subscribe button as well as hit the bell icon, because that way you will get notified whenever I release videos like this in future and you will not miss out on any of the learnings. Now let's switch to the framework and solve this friends pairing problem. Now I have set up an array over here which we are going to fill, and this cell is going to give us our answer, which is going to be the value of F4. As you can see, we just determined this particular relation. So Fn is going to be Fn minus 1 plus n minus 1 into Fn minus 2. Conceptually, we saw that just now. Now let's start filling this array. So the Bell numbers start from 1. This means that the 0th Bell number, which is B0, is 1. I have explained this, I have already explained this in my first video of the series. So I'm going to put down 1 over here. Alright, now B1, that means the second Bell number, that means when there is only one friend, then in how many ways can they be paired up or can remain single. So if you have got one friend, then that particular friend can only remain single. So it is going to be 1 over here. And the second element in the Bell numbers list is also 1. For F2, that means when we have two friends, what is the number of ways? So we already saw that it is 2. Alright. Now we are going to determine F3 over here. Now this is not going to go in accordance with the Bell numbers list. The Bell numbers list says that F3 should be 5, but it takes into account all the scenarios. Alright, but here we have a limitation. So if I interpret this problem in terms of Bell numbers, then we need to find in how many ways can we divide a set of 3 elements into 2 partitions, and in how many ways can we divide a set of 3 elements into 1 partition. Alright, so 5 is the number of ways when the question is in how many ways can we partition a set of 3 elements. But here we have a limitation. We are talking about just 1 partition or 2 partitions. Alright, so friends are pairing up or they are staying single. Alright, so this is not going to be 5, but we are going to calculate it using this formula. I am just making everything clear so that you do not get confused between the Bell numbers list and the Bell triangle and F3 that we need to calculate over here. Now let's calculate F3 using this formula. So Fn minus 1 is going to be F2. What is F2? It's 2. So I'm going to put 2 over here. Then I'm going to add it with n minus 1. So n minus 1 is 2. So I'm going to put 2 over here because n is 3. Then we have Fn minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is going to give me 1. So the value over here is 1. I'm going to write 1 over here. Now this is going to give me 4. So you already saw that in the previous slide we got the number of ways as 4 when we have 3 friends and we want to find out the number of ways in which they can be paired up or stay single. Now let's calculate this when we have 4 friends. So it is going to be fn minus 1, which is f3. So 4 plus n minus 1, so it's going to be 3 multiplied by fn minus 2 is going to be 2. So the result of this arithmetic operation is going to give me 10. And 10 is our answer. So 10 is the total number of ways in which 4 friends, n equals to 4, can be paired up or stay single. This is our answer. Now let's take a look at the algorithm. You see, this is the algorithm. We have already seen it. Fn is going to be equal to fn minus 1 plus n minus 1 into fn minus 2. The time complexity of this dynamic programming solution is going to be O(n). So with this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you learned Bell numbers from their core. I hope you learned the Bell numbers recursive relation from its core, and using that recursive relation, you have been able to understand how to solve the friends pairing problem. I look forward to help you with programming and algorithms. And only for this video, goodbye and see you in the next video.